Good morning, Facebook. Here today, look at Psalms chapter 50, looking at verse 23. And you see the psalmist here. He's speaking to all those who claim to follow God, all those who say that they serve and follow the one true God with their lips. But yet you see with their heart and with their lifestyle, you see a whole different story. You see, he's speaking to them here. He's telling them that God has no interest in your worship. He has no interest in your praise. Quite honestly, he has no interest in anything that you can bring to the table because you're fake. In every area, in every fiber of your being, you are fake from your head down to your toes because you're motivated by self. You care only for yourself. If it's not for you, then you're not going to do it. But he's saying here what God truly wants is that sincere heart, that person who's real. Although he struggles with sin, although there will be times in his life he falls into sin, he does what he's not supposed to do. But you see, he does that one thing that brings him back, that one thing that fixes his eyes back on the cross. He's always quick to repent despite how many times he falls. And you see, his heart is always and still steered, motivated, and guided by the grace and the love of God. He allows that to be his greatest pursuit, his greatest example, and he allows that to be what he wants to model his life after. And he tells them to look back, to remember when you used to have that transformed heart, to remember when you used to be the man who desired to be more like God in each and every area of your lives. Although you struggled, you wanted to say everything that would please, that would bring you closer to God. You see, back then, we were willing to sacrifice. We were willing to set apart all the things in our lives that were displeasing to God. We were willing to fight against sin. We were willing to go without, although it caused our bodies to struggle, because we knew the end goal. We knew the end result. We knew that it would bring us closer to God, and we would feel more of the peace of Christ. We would feel more of the peace of his presence ruling and reigning in our lives. But he says, look at your lives now. Look at how far you have fallen from where you once were. He says to look back, remember, and to go back to those first works. To remember how you greatly desired me, not just as your God, but as your best friend. How I was always there with you when you were young and small, when you had nowhere to go, when you were an adolescent, when you were a young adult and you struggled to get by. You didn't know how you were going to make it. Remember how I was there. Do not allow your mind to be so quickly deceived and forget all the times that I was there because of the temporary inconvenience that you're currently going through. As Christians, as we start our day, can we remember all the times God has been with us?